And I'm about to go into Oxrad, which is the Integrated Sports Centre, where Toppy, also known as Francis, also known as Frambo, is preparing for his epic cycle from Oxford to Paris. So Francis, Toppy,
Yeah.
tell me what it is that you're about to do.
Right. I'm about to doing 21 miles on my little freewheel push bike.
Three-wheel push bike, so other people would call it a tricycle.
Yeah, it's not positive, bulk standard.
And how far do you normally cycle at a time nowadays?
You can do 20 miles.
19 to 20 miles a day?
Yeah.
In one go?
Yeah.
And what are you going to be doing on the cycle ride to Paris? How many miles in a day?
We're doing about 40.
About 40 miles in a day?
Yeah.
So more than twice what you're doing in a day now?
Yes.
And how on earth are you going to achieve that?
I've got 3 good mates behind me.
Yes.
Actually on bikes.
Yeah.
They'll be probably be moaning and groaning at me.
I've ventured into the pub and I'm with Jason. Jason, this is the pub that Frambo's epic cycle ride is starting from.
It is, yeah. When I did do my training, I was doing 30, 40 miles a day with some friends, just for a laugh. The cycle route we're doing is 222.
How did he rope you in?
Actually, believe it or not, he didn't rope me in. I'm the stupid idiot who came up with the idea.
It's all your fault.
I made a joke. All I said was, Francis, how about you cycle, instead of cycling to London or something, cycle to Paris for a laugh. Me and another gentleman called Derek Fag, we're laughing. Next day, Francis comes in and says, I've decided to do it. Do what, exactly? And he's like, oh, I'm going to cycle to Paris. So we just left it at that. So it just escalated from that, to be perfectly frank. No alcohol. Oh, I know, it's bad, isn't it?
So hang on, does that mean the whole team have gone dry?
I wouldn't say the whole team, mainly just Francis. We have a gentleman who's done a bike ride like this before, but obviously me, Francis, and another gentleman who haven't, you know, we have to cut back on something. And considering Francis has done he did a charity event last year for the swimming. This year, we thought we'd try and, because it is a lot more intense.
How many of you speak French?
Believe it or not, none of us. It will be fine. We're just got to get used to them driving on the other side of the road and
Cycling on the opposite side of the road.
It is going to be good fun. Hopefully we get good weather for it as well, because it is in the middle of beginning of May. So.
And how long do you think it's going to take you?
Oh, about 7 days, 6 days. We're hoping. We've got to get there by the V-Day, which is the 8th of May. Sorry, because the next day is Francis' 40th.
So happy birthday to Francis in France?
In Paris.
In Paris itself.
Having a nice, relaxing. He's staying there for an extra 2 days.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
No, it's no problem, honestly.
I found myself outside the Submarine Cafe, and Yellow Submarine is the charity that Francis is supporting.
For 18 to 30-year-olds, all with learning disabilities, they come along here. It's a safe place for them to socialise, make friends, as well as learning new skills at the same time.
Is this a unique scheme? Is Yellow Submarine unique, or are there many Yellow Submarines across the country?
We like to think we're pretty unique. So yes, we are the only Yellow Submarine as such. So our projects are in place to help them gain new skills, so whether that be workplace skills or life skills. So we've supported people in terms of making their own ways to sessions, so being able to get public transport by themselves, etc. But also gaining confidence and socialising. So they come here, they're able to make new friends and socialise in a safe environment. So we're actually the first charity to offer apprenticeships to people with a learning disability. So we're pretty unique and dynamic in the projects that we take on, and we're always trying to push ourselves so that we can best support the adults and young people that come to Yellow Submarine.
There's a Yellow Submarine here, which on the back tells us about the charity. And the sorts of ways, and how can people, beyond obviously sponsoring Francis, Toppy, how can people support Yellow Submarine? What other ways can people support?
Oh, there's a huge number of ways that people can support Yellow Submarine. So by literally just popping into our cafe here on Park End Street in Oxford, buying a sandwich, buying a coffee, that goes to help us continue our project and our work. By volunteering, we're always in need of new volunteers, so there's a whole host of ways that people can get involved.
So we don't have to cycle from Oxford to Paris
if
to
you
help.
feel that way inclined, then, or if there's some other challenge that takes your fancy, then we would be more than grateful for the support, and we're always there to help you along the way as well.
Thank you, Kate. That has been fabulous. Now, we don't normally talk to each other in the gym about what our medical conditions are and the reasons why we're here at neurology. Can I talk to you about your condition?
Yeah, don't mind.
Then you have cerebral palsy.
Yes, I have.
And yet you work.
Yeah, I do.
You are cycling from Oxford to Paris.
Yes.
How do you feel that you compare to other people who have cerebral palsy?
This is what I normally say to everyone. I'm a normal person in a disabled body person. That's it.
Well, you are a normal person,
Yeah.
except that you're not. You're an extraordinary person, because very few normal people that I know would cycle from Oxford to Paris.
I know.
Now, have you ever cycled in France?
No.
What are you going to be wearing on the cycle ride?
Blue.
Blue. Is this a uniform?
Yes, because we got a local building company and now just paid all our costs.
How much money are you seeking to raise?
Our target would be over 5k.
£5,000.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to me today.
That's
and
right.
I am so in admiration and in awe of what you're doing, and think it is wonderful.
I know.
In fact, it is. Well, wow.
Yeah.